Yesterday was a very embarrassing day from Marvel. That big article that came out from Variety really made them look bad. And it's only going to get worse as the Marvels comes out. Now, as you know, I talked about this yesterday, but I just wanted to use this as an example. Everything in that article is getting broken down and put in several different articles. So there's all kinds of news flowing from that. And it's just a constant bombardment now in the mainstream media of how bad things are at Marvel. And this, of course, comes off of the the South Park episode that made fun of Disney. Even though it had a Kathleen Kennedy focus, the episode never really focused on Star Wars. So when you see things like this from Culture Crave, the Marvels received middling reviews at a public test screening this year. While it was still in post-production, director Nia DaCosta moved away to start working on her next film. A source says if you're directing a $250 million movie, it's kind of weird for the director to leave with a few months to go. And, of course, people were putting pictures of Kathleen Kennedy in the comments of that, which I thought was pretty funny. Really good point from Neon from Clownfish the other day where he said on Twitter that South Park did more damage to her than any of the videos that all of our channels, everybody out there combined, have made. And he's not wrong. South Park made making fun of Kathleen Kennedy and Disney mainstream. And it's the effect that I had said before. Like, this show is going to reach a lot of people that don't pay attention to this stuff. And now a lot of people are talking about her that have never said her name before. So making fun of them, it's now mainstream. Here's another one. This, of course, was in there, that the She-Hulk budget was $225 million. What did they spend that money on? What did they spend that money on? This show is a disaster. You know there's no return on that money because of the fact that nobody watched this piece of shit, and they're already talking about greenlighting a second season. I think it has already been greenlit. They're going to announce it as soon as they can. Oh, boy, that's going to cause a lot of excitement, I'm sure. And then there's this one. Now, this is actually in that article, and we're going to go over it because, I mean, this kind of sums up that episode to a T, the South Park episode. One person familiar with the Blade script says that the story at one point morphed into a narrative led by women and was filled with life lessons. So Blade, and this isn't even all of it, Blade was regulated to the fourth lead in the film, in a movie called Blade, by the way. Blade is the name of the effing movie, but he was the fourth most important person in it. Instead, was led by women who taught the people in the theater life lessons. Boy, doesn't that sound exciting? Wow. That is amazing. And it's in this article. I forgot to go over this in yesterday's video because it's pretty damn significant. Like, here is the portion that little tweet is taken from. Now, Ali is a great actor, and he's going to walk away. Well, I don't know if he still has or if they brought him in, but he's like, I'm here as clickbait, basically. Like Henry, a really good example, Henry Cavill in The Witcher. So this guy who's Oscar nominated, fantastic actor, this gentleman right here, Mr. Ali, in case you don't know, fantastic actor. Would love to see him in an R-rated Blade movie because this movie's going to be PG-13. So I don't see how this movie is going to be good, but maybe it will be. I doubt it if they stick with this script. So he's been pretty vocal. I don't know if he's been vocal or it's just been leaking over and over again, but he's very unhappy with the script. And now we know why he's been unhappy with the script, because he's not even the star of his own damn movie. This reminds me of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. That wasn't a Doctor Strange movie either. That was an American Chavez movie. And he was there as a supporting character. He didn't even beat the villain in the movie. She beat herself. Yeah, Wanda beat herself in the movie. She defeated herself. I remember joking about that before the movie came out, and it turned out to be true. Like, this is why everyone's walking away from Marvel. Nobody wants to go see a Blade movie led by 3 women that teach life lessons. That's not a movie anybody wants to watch. Nobody wants to watch that movie at all. That movie, the trailer would be full of Blade, and then you'd go there and you're like, what's he doing? Where's Blade? Oh, it's his daughter, because she's supposed to be in the movie. So it's his daughter and 2 other women, and Blade's captured or some shit. I don't know. What a joke. Everyone's roasting this, and with good reason. If you go and you look at this post, everyone's posting Kathleen Kennedy memes. Put a chick in it, make her gay. Like, that's the post everyone's putting on this comment. 1,000 comments. That's most of them are that. Like, that South Park episode came out at perfect timing, because all this news drops after that South Park episode. And it's like, wow, what a joke. So Marvel's going to get made fun of for a long time, and unless they turn this around. Maybe go back to the audience that you have and maybe make them happy. Maybe a good idea. Instead of trying to bring in all these wine moms that don't give a shit about this stuff, then you have to change it so much to make them care that you lose the actual audience that likes superheroes. Of course, that means young men. But they don't give a shit about young men, which is funny because that's the backbone of superhero story. Like, superhero comics, like, that's the built-in audience for that, young men. But young men can't have anything. Everything's got to be for women. Well, then you should make a Barbie movie and stop trying to turn Marvel into the Barbie movie. The Marvels is supposed to be for the Barbie audience. Guess what? They're not interested in that piece of shit. They don't even want to be here for Halloween. I did a video on that. Check that out. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.